grew up fishing, you know, I mean, creeks and watershed lakes and bass fishing, and I think it's really just passed down, man. It was something that, I mean, you know, you can look back and that's what our ancestors done, was fish all the time, and I think that's just passed down from generation to generation. And growing up, that was something my dad always, you know, his dad done, and even his mom, my grandma, taught him how to fish and stuff, and that was just something that he got into and done, and it was just passed down from generation to generation. And we moved to Eufaula, and little brother was going to school there. One of his friends, his dad, Don McClish, big crappie fisherman and stuff, and he's the one kind of took us under his wing and showed us how to do it. I mean, it started off kind of slow. He'd show us a few things here and there, and I guess maybe testing the waters to see if we were really going to stick around and do it. I don't know. You know, I fish with Don a bunch, you know, every chance I get, you know, trying to learn something every day I fish with him.
A couple of years ago, I decided to switch over into guiding. Owner of Pointbreak Crappie Guide Service. I guide here out of Eufaula and the surrounding areas. And also I'm a member of the Choctaw Tribe, Cherokee Nation. You can reach me at 918-316-3363. Facebook, Pointbreak Crappie Guide Service. I do half-day, full-day trips. It's something I enjoy. You know, the guys call me up, they want to learn how to crappie fish and what they can do to make themselves better. So we go out, we chase big fish, we do numbers trips, you know, just kind of whatever you're interested in.
A lot of times if I'm going fishing, it's to put fish in the freezer. I mean, just to eat. I mean, we like to eat fish. Of course, growing up, that was one of our main meals, because that's what we done all the time. So, you know, for the most part, I like just put fish in the freezer. Most of the time, we just go ahead and fry it, just fried crappie. And I mean, I've grilled it, steamed it. I've done a lot of things to it. Pressure cooker. There's a lot of different ways that we've fixed crappie, but fried's my favorite. Just vertical jigging, you know, find a tree or find a break or something, kind of find out where those fish are, and vertical up and down, jig in front of them. There's also spider rigging, what they call spider rigging. It's a usually like a 4-pole rod holder on each side. You just keep your rods out in front, and you just use a trolling motor and just kind of drift until one of them hits it, or, you know, other ways, or more traditional ways, I guess. Grab some minnows and a bobber and find out where they're at. Anytime you can get out and crappie fish, it's always a good time, because they're always biting. But depending on what you're wanting to do there, springtime, kind of like right about now, it's the bite's starting to get good. They start moving up on the banks. You can catch them, you know, like I said, six inches of water. But a lot of people like to do that because you can fish from the bank. You don't have to have a boat. You can just walk the banks and catch crappie off the bank. But my favorite time would be fall/winter. I mean, it's cold half the time, but that's usually when the best bite is. It's more definitive, you know. I mean, it's a thump, you know when you get bit. So that's my favorite time.